4 years ago in Madden 17, I wanted to do something different. The decision to take a stylus series that was growing in popularity in the Madden YouTube community and put my old spin on things, really it changed my channel forever. The realistic rebuild of the Miami Dolphins, which you guys are seeing right now in the background, was the first rebuild I ever made and was the first video that ever blew up on my channel. At this point, at 2016, I was probably almost 5 years, 4 to 5 years into the YouTube game, and I never had a video go over like 20,000 views, which I mean, it's never bad, humble beginnings, right? But to see a video like this take off really did help my channel, and I was known as the realistic rebuild guy, and I was able to build and grow to the channel that you see before you today. Why did I want to do a realistic rebuild though? It's like, well, I felt that the rebuilds that were currently just being plastered all over YouTube at that time were very repetitive. They were linear, felt copy and paste, no distinctness, no uniqueness to any rebuild. It was just kind of different players, but the same video over and over again. So I figured, why not make it more realistic? Use my passion for college football to implement real college players, make more realistic trades and free agency moves, and ultimately try to win the Super Bowl the old-fashioned way, trying to build, draft, and develop your own talent. And what reason, people wanted to watch that, and it was very successful, and I'll always be grateful for that. But it ultimately started down to the fact that I thought that there was something just lacking for Madden rebuilds, and I decided to go out on a limb, maybe risk something being different. It might not have ever caught on, but I risked it, and it paid off. Since then, I mean, realistic rebuilds have caught on. They've kind of taken on a life of their own. Like, they're popping up on other Madden channels, and like, you look right now, on NBA, there's realistic rebuilds. MLB has realistic rebuilds. FIFA has realistic rebuilds. The fact that all of these different channels have done something that I originally started, it feels awesome. And there's no ego about it. It's not like I reinvented the wheel. I came up with something that's, life-changing. Oh my God, only C4 could have came up with that. No, absolutely not. I kind of fell ass backwards into being the first person to do something like that. And there is something that makes me feel kind of good, I guess, about like, yeah, you know what? Maybe, just maybe, people were like, this is a really good way of doing a video. I want to do it on, a different sports title. And the fact that it's kind of grown across various sports games, knowing it started here, that feels pretty good. Feels good that gamble that I originally made paid off. I mean, since then, we've had lots of ups and downs on the channel. From Madden 18 to 21, we've kept on keeping on with the rebuilds, different styles of rebuilds, realistic, traditional, 10-year, doing rebuilds where like I start with the Buffalo Bills, I'll do 10 years for the Bills, and then immediately stay within that same franchise and start rebuilding another team and going against other teams that have already rebuilt. So I'm kind of competing against myself. And pretty much every other style of rebuild under the sun, I have kind of tried and dabbled in just to see if you can always get that next big thing. On YouTube, you're always chasing that next big thing. And as a YouTuber, views are paramount. Views are what make us the money, make us the ad revenue, gives us opportunities for sponsorship. So views kind of always drive what people are creating on YouTube. And for me, it's always just been rebuilds. Rebuilds at the end of the day were my bread, my bread and butter. It was my money maker. But looking back to Madden 20, for me, rebuilds were a little hit or miss, and that same trend is continuing into Madden 21. The first couple rebuilds are popping off, and I think it's because it's brand new, and everyone wants to see the nice, shiny new toy, which was the new Madden. Like, look at this, my Cincinnati Bengals rebuild. 220,000 views. 3-4 years ago, I would never even imagine getting a video to this level. Like, that was insane to me. But then, literally less than a month later, the rebuilds are getting 22,000. That drop-off is a killer to morale. But you either take it personally and be like, man, people that watch my videos suck. Screw those guys. Why aren't they like it? Or you can take a long, hard look and be like, what is this? Really, like, I had to ask myself the question, if I was one of you guys, a subscriber of someone that's making rebuilds, what reason is it for me to watch and make a commitment to sit down for an hour and watch a rebuild? And right now, it feels like just another video. And it's not just my own content. I'm someone that will constantly look around, see if I can get inspiration from other people's videos. There's 5 or 6 other channels that do rebuilds, and I'll sometimes just peek in, like, what are they doing? Their videos are doing well, and they could be doing a lot better than mine. They could be doing a little bit worse than mine, but it's all relative. I want to see if people are enjoying the rebuilds that they're making, and can I use their enthusiasm to inspire myself to say, yeah, maybe I can tweak my rebuild a little bit differently and do it this way. And I'm going to be honest with you, across the board, every rebuild right now feels like the creators are, it's just another video. They're just going through the motions and getting another video out. And on my channel, it's absolutely no different. The difference between the enthusiasm of this is our first rebuild, let's get after it, to this is our 6th team rebuilding, that drop off in just everything, in views, in creativity, in the shine has worn off, right? The shine has worn off by this point, and it's reflected very obviously. You can measure it, and it's not a great feeling. It's not a great feeling. So I'm gonna view this and try to evaluate what's going on here. So, you know, almost every creator on this platform knew that Madden 21 was going to be it was going to be a rough year, right? You know, the hashtags, the lack of features, and everything in between. Madden 21 was never going to be the year that I don't think any creator out here was like, man, I can't wait to take my channel to the next level in Madden 21 and have that boom period in Madden 21. It was just never going to exist. And I mean, I was realistic, and I understood that until franchise mode gets the overhaul that it deserves, a franchise-focused YouTube channel isn't going to thrive. I'm not going to say it's not going to do good, and I'm not going to say it's going to die, because, I mean, right now, me 5 years ago would be furious at someone that's doing as well as I still am on YouTube, complaining that they're not doing better. But like, you know, I'm doing perfectly fine. But I have a personal issue with the content that I'm creating. And, you know, it is, in a way, people generally are down on Madden 21 this year, right? You know, it's the same old game, copy and paste, and I can't control that. I cannot control that. I mean, without trying to pat myself on the back, I have turned down tens of thousands of dollars. And that is, I don't know, I have the receipts if someone's ever like, I'm going to expose it. There's no way. Like, I have turned down tens of thousands of dollars in MuttCoin sponsorships so that I can remain a game changer, whatever they're called. They don't really want us calling ourselves game changers anymore. I don't know. I don't know why, but whatever helped me bring you the Game Changer program content, whatever being involved with that is, whatever having that door open for me, that completely goes out the door when you start taking on MuttCoin sponsorships like that, because it violates the terms of services. So I have decided to, like, you know, avoid taking the easy money so that I can have hopefully some involvement in shaping franchise mode to get it where it needs to go, because that's my livelihood. I play franchise mode in Madden, and if it's not good, my life isn't fun. My job isn't fun. And I want my job to be, you know, as good as it possibly can. And I want everyone in the franchise community to thrive. And I want you guys to enjoy every bit of franchise content that we can get going forward. And by taking, you know, the Mutt stuff, I wouldn't be able to have that direct line of communication to try and make franchise mode as good as it possibly can. So, I mean, it's not like I'm sitting down with the suits, though. It's not like literally because I didn't take the Mutt money, I'm sitting down with them with an open checkbook saying, yeah, we're gonna need all hands on deck for the dev team for franchise mode. Let's get 15 new features that need to get. It's not like that, but at least I have lines of communication, and they can reach out to me for feedback. And they've apparently, at least what I know, they value my feedback. So hopefully Madden 22 is going to be good. So I'm doing everything I possibly can to try and help the state of franchise in Madden, but I can't ultimately control the decisions that go into the game. But what I can control is my content. Now, this is some video like we dropped last year where I had the heart-to-heart and said, oh, you know, old C4 needs to come back, and I'm phoning it in, and then we had the heart-to-heart, and all my content after that was fun. I just got right into making pink slips in Madden 20 and right up all the way to Madden 21. That was my main series, and every single day, really outside the last 2 episodes where I was literally recording early Madden 21 content for like 10 hours a day and then still having to record some old Madden. Like, that was a little bit hard, but 99% of that series, I had an absolute blast. You guys were enjoying the videos. It was popping off in the comments. The likes were doing good. And it just felt like a great community. Everyone in my little YouTube community was happy with that content, and I was happy. I thrive off that kind of stuff, right? So this isn't a video saying, oh, you know, I'm going to try better and all that stuff, because I've been doing and working really hard on all the content so far in Madden 21, but it just comes to a point where you see that drop off and you see the shine wearing off from the videos being popular because it's the shiny new Madden, and now you're getting to the heart of the content, and the people are just like, yeah, you know, what's going on? And it rubs off on me. It rubs off on me because, like, literally when I sit down to do a rebuild, it originally started as like, all right, I mean, Madden 21 is pretty much the same as Madden 20, but it still is a little bit of a new game, and there's new players and stuff, but now it's very much a job. It's very much, you know, the same that I had when I worked a part-time job. It pays the bills. Let's just go in, do your time, get the video up, and move on. Because it's just, you know, there's some things that you can't control, like Madden franchise being copy and paste, but there is some things you can control, and that's presenting your videos. How you present it, how you shape these rebuilds, how you engage in these rebuilds, how you create in these rebuilds. So this is a video to show how everything really has kind of come full circle. 4 years ago, I felt like rebuilds were repetitive, linear, copy and paste, and lacked any form of uniqueness. Fast forward to right now on my channels. My rebuilds feel repetitive, linear, copy and paste. And, you know, not to throw anybody else under the bus, but like I said, I was kind of looking around, seeing if I can get inspired, and everyone's rebuilds feel and look the exact same as mine. It's just a different team, a different skin, and everything else is generally the same at the heart of it. So it literally has come full circle. The reason why I wanted to start a different rebuild in Madden 17 with the realistic rebuilds is the exact same way I view my own content right now. So, you know, another thing that stuck with me is like, can I name one memorable thing? One thing that has stuck with me through any of the 6 rebuilds we've done in Madden 21. I couldn't tell you. I could not tell you one thing. And that's not really what it should be. And if I was a viewer, I would also pick up on that things aren't, you know, has anything remotely sustaining happened in any of my rebuilds yet? Not really. Just getting angry at some of the garbage that we had to deal with in Sim. That's pretty much it. So I think it's time to change things up once again. I want to make rebuilds that are more in depth, that have more gameplay. No rebuilds have like any gameplay right now. I want more realism, more adversity, more ups and downs, more characters. And let's see if we can kind of try to change the rebuild game yet again. I mean, the framework for these new rebuilds has not been set in stone. It's still fluid. Things can be hashed out. Things from you guys as a community as I start uploading them. If you want to see things done differently, and I agree with it, they will be implemented. There's no straight line for these new rebuilds that I have planned. It's going to be completely fluid, but the direction is definitely going to be different. It's going to be presented a little bit different than what you guys have seen in Madden 21 so far. But the key word is different, right? The key word is different. And not different for the sake of being different, but different in the ways that I think rebuilds now have to evolve. It's been in this holding pattern for the last 2-3 years, and it has to evolve. Something has to change, and I'll be the gambler. I will try and see if I can make a little bit of change. I mean, think about my channel, man. PL Mullins, Tom Savage, amongst many other players from my series over the years highlight just how rewarding it is to tell a story, to do something different, to make content that's creative, and, well, ultimately still keeping that focus on a rebuild. Trying to make a team from being garbage or going a certain style and make it into your own style and trying to win and have success. So as soon as you guys see my new rebuild in your sub box, and hopefully YouTube blesses me and it shows up in recommended and doesn't have awful Madden clickbait content, which I think is just, it's terrible, absolutely terrible. Hopefully you guys will see it. You know, it's not going to be reinventing the wheel. A Madden rebuild at the end of the day is still going to be a Madden franchise rebuild, but I'm going to try and make it a little bit different. I'm going to try to make it a lot more interesting. I'm going to try to present it in a way that's not currently being presented or represented on YouTube. Because what's the worst that can happen? Rebuilds don't do well. My rebuilds already aren't really doing that well. So there's nothing really to lose. There's only something to gain. And maybe we can, you know, start something new and start something fresh and start something that could become a meta for rebuilds across the YouTube platform. So, I mean, I thank everyone that has been enjoying my Madden 21 content so far. I really do appreciate it. I've been working really hard, but it's time to do something new for me and for my channel. And I hope I'm not overhyping it too much, because again, I like to think before I speak. I have notes here, little cliff notes about what I want to talk about. And I don't want people to think, oh my God, he's going to come up with the craziest new rebuild. It's still going to be a Madden rebuild at the end of the day, but I want to strive to do something different so that when you tune into my rebuilds, it's not going to look like anything else on YouTube. And I think that was kind of the thing that made the realistic rebuilds hit, because there's nothing else like it. If you wanted that style of rebuild, you'd have to come to me. And I'm going to try to do something a little bit different. Hopefully it pays off. If not, you know, we just dust ourselves off and keep on keeping on. But thank you guys for watching. Hopefully it'll be out soon. Thursday is kickoff. I would love to actually have it happen on kickoff day. So yeah, that'll be coming to you guys sooner than later. Thanks for watching, and peace out.